Guys, welcome back to Baker Barbecue. Tonight we're doing something a little bit different. We're not doing any cooking today, so don't get too excited. You're not going to see me cooking any awesome food. I'm going to do my best to lay off the sauce a little bit tonight, because that last video, yeah, we ended that in a situation where I was pretty messed up, guys, wasn't I? Hey, it was fun. We still had a good time. But I am having some Rail Spike IPA. This is made right here well, not right here, but in Mifflinburg, PA, so not too far from me. It's a local brewery, good beer. So if you can get it in your area, you should give it a try. So what we are doing is a little bit more of a lifestyle video. I got a toolbox for the back of my truck, and so now my fishing poles don't fit in the back of my truck the way I used to lay them diagonally across the back of the truck. I just have a tiny little truck. It's a little 2000 Nissan Frontier. It's a little baby truck, but I love it. So I got to figure out a way to transport my fishing poles. So what I've come up with is I have this PVC pipe, and I cut it down to length, and I cut these little notches out. And I have a bed extender on my truck. I'll show you guys that in a minute. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to zip tie these guys to my bed extender so I can transport my poles, you know, straight up and down when I'm going fishing. And I also figured out that once I actually am fishing, when I'm to my fishing spot, if I'm at a spot where I can back my truck right up to the bank or something like that, basically I just have to angle my bed extender up a little bit, and I'll show you guys that too. And it basically works as rod holders for while I'm fishing too. It's a pretty good deal. I think. I'm no engineer, but I think I figured this one out pretty good, guys. So let me show you what we're working with, and then we'll get things zip tied on. And the reason I'm using zip ties is because I do want it to be sort of temporary for right now. I don't want it to be a permanent installation because, again, this is a new idea. I'm just trying this. If I end up not liking it, I want to just be able to cut those zip ties and not have to worry about anything being screwed into my truck or screwed into my bed extender or my toolbox. I've seen lots of different truck bed fishing rod holders, and none of them really work perfectly for my application, so I sort of came up with this on my own, and we'll see how it happens. But yeah, I do want it to be temporary in case it doesn't work. If I like it and it works good, then maybe we'll figure out a way to make it a more permanent, or if it really is just working good, we'll just leave it the way it is. I told you, Baker Barbecue, we just roll with it. That's what we do. So, yeah, let me show you all the stuff we're working with, and I'll be right back. Alright, guys, so here's what we are working with right now. Here's my bed extender on my truck. You guys can see that's one of those ones. It's pretty simple. It just sort of folds out up like that and folds back over onto the bed there to extend that bed. Those are our PVCs, and basically what we're going to do is we're just going to strap those guys right up there like that on the other side. Actually, we'll show you how we're doing that, but that's what we're working with as far as our fishing pole holders. We just got some zip ties there we're going to tie them down with, and we've got some fishing poles here just to, you know, make sure everything fits. We got 3 different size fishing poles. We've got our big guy for our big catfish, and even some surf casting. It's not real long, but it seems to work okay. And we've got a regular bass pole and channel cats, and then a smaller one for trout and, you know, little panfish. So we're going to try to get these guys strapped in, show you how that all works out, and hopefully this is going to work good. I think we'll be alright. So yeah, see, there's a toolbox. See, I just bought that. I just put it on there, and so now my fish poles don't fit in my truck. It's always something, isn't it? We'll be back. We'll show you what we're doing. We'll show you how we're getting these strapped on. I'll be right back. Alright, guys, so basically what we're doing is we're just going to zip tie these guys right onto our cross beams here. I cut these specifically to length so they're not over the top or below, because I still want to be able to use my bed extender. I still want it to fit properly in the bed of my truck. So it's a little bit of a reach, but here we're just going to We're going to get that guy started, get it situated about where I want it, which is right about there. And try to pull that zip tie. And then we'll just do another one. Hard to reach the center of the bed. That's I think that's pretty good. We're gonna pull those nice and tight, make sure they snug up good, and then we'll do the rest. And can you see me? No, you can. Hi guys. So yeah, we're gonna get the rest of them and get them snugged up, and then I'll show you everything installed. And hopefully this works out good. We'll see in a minute, won't we? Stay tuned. We'll see how it works. All right, guys, we are just about finished up. You can see I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them guys strapped on there. I can already tell you one thing, I think, from this guy. I need to figure out a way to strap him to the top because it's a little wobbly there. But that's one of the smaller ones. You can see on the other side there, I've just got a little trout rod attached to that. A little real super light action, so hopefully the weight of that won't be too bad. It'll work okay. But the others are strapped in there. They're really, really secure. I mean, they're not going anywhere. So I think for traveling, transporting my rods, that's going to work pretty good. And we're gonna flip that guy over. I'll show you the other cool thing, the other neat little feature about that too, is actually using them as a rod holder while you're fishing. So yeah, let me get that. Let me get those poles out of there. I'll show you that. So yeah, there we go, guys. You can see the other side now. I flipped that bed extender out to the bed of the truck there, and you can see now they kind of act as rod holders while I'm fishing. Now, obviously, that's only going to work in places that I can back my truck right up to the bank of the river or lake or wherever I'm fishing. But I do have several places here in Pennsylvania that I can do that, so that's going to work pretty well. Other places, obviously, I'm going to have to go back to the old-fashioned carrying my rods down, and yeah, that's just a lot of work. I like this idea better. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with the way this turned out. I'm looking forward to actually trying it, taking it fishing, and seeing how it actually works practically once we, give it a try. So we're gonna have to do that soon. Taking you guys along with me the last couple fishing trips I've been on, so we'll have to bring you along to the next one too. See how this works out, guys. Well, I am rapidly losing light here, and it's getting late, and it's time to go in and cook some dinner for me and Camera Girl and the boy. We're making burgers tonight. We won't show you that. This isn't a cooking video, but I'm going to tell you what I'll do. We're going to take our cast iron pans. We're cooking inside. Take our cast iron, fry up some onions, make some burgers, just some regular old classic cheeseburgers with fried onions and some tater tots and some coleslaw. Should be good. But yeah, thanks for hanging out with me tonight. Our little modification to our truck for our fishing rod holders, so we can get those traveling with us again still. We'll bring you along next time I go fishing. We'll see how these things work. And subscribe, like, share, comment. Tell me what you think of this. Tell me if you think this is a good idea. I'm really curious to know what other people think, what other people have done. Yeah, want to see what others are doing and see if this is a good idea. We'll see. I don't know. So yeah, Baker Barbecue. Enjoy your night. I'll see you guys soon.